with us, because Judy Garland this afternoon, and we are standing by live in Studio B waiting to take your pledges of support. The Parma Education Association is here. It's been a great afternoon. We've still got some work to do, though, because we're now at 355 new members today, looking for at least 668. That's another 300 new members to go, and then we'll be to the 5,500, and hopefully we'll go over that. We'll talk about that later. This could be the best membership drive TV 25's ever had. And wouldn't that be appropriate during the celebration of the excellence of public television programming that we could go over? But we're not there yet. Right now, the work at hand is still making it towards the goal of 5,500 new members. And if you've been with us all afternoon long, you know what we're asking for, and you know how important your support of public television is. So go to the phone. 459-2525 is the number. You can put your pledge on Visa or MasterCard. You can pay by check, or you can put it on installments of $5 or $10 or $15 a month, whatever's right for your pocketbook. You're the one who has to make the decision, and whatever that is, we sure hope we'll have your call and your pledge of support as we get going here towards the 5,500 new members. Remember that album, that Judy Garland album, will come to you for your $60 gift to public TV, and we'd like to have that pledge right now. We have a very new person to show you that. If you listen to a lot of fine arts radio, you know this person. If you watch public television, you know this person because he's here with us most membership drives now. I'd like to introduce Robert Conrad, Vice President and Program Manager of WCLV-FM, Cleveland's fine arts station, with that Judy Garland Premium.
Thank you very much, Kent. Earlier this afternoon, my wife and I were watching the Judy Garland special before I came out here, and she said, "I want that album." And I said, "Well, you know what you have to do. Call 459-2525 and become a $60 member of WVIZ. If you're, say, a $30 member currently and you want to renew, you can up it to $60, and you'll also get the Judy Garland album. But really, we want to talk to those of you who are not members of WVIZ, those of you who have been watching WVIZ and enjoying programs such as the Judy Garland special that we've had on this afternoon, and not, shall we say, anteing up. Remember that this television station depends upon those of you who watch it for its support. It costs, what, $150 an hour for this television station just to turn on the transmitter and the cameras and the tape recorders and the equipment and so forth. And that money has got to come from somewhere, and most of it comes from those of you who enjoy programs such as the Judy Garland album, the Judy Garland special that you just heard, or the Rodgers and Hammerstein program that's coming up, and then later tonight at 8 o'clock, the Gala of Galas with Beverly Stills and James Levine. This kind of quality television is available only on a station like Channel 25. You know, it's really kind of a sad commentary on perhaps on American society that quality programs such as the ones that you see week in and week out here on Channel 25 don't make it on the commercial television channels. The audience just isn't large enough. That means that if you really appreciate this kind of programming, you've got to pay for it. And the way to do it is to become a member here at Channel 25. The number is 459-2525. Pledge $60, $120, $180, $300, whatever you think you can afford, whatever you think Channel 25 is worth to you. And for a few moments now, you can still get the Judy Garland album by calling and becoming a $60 member. Let's go over to the tote board and see what Kent has as far as the numbers are concerned.
Well, the numbers, Bob, are looking very, very good. 668 is our goal. Now, all that means is that's what we need to make it at least to get to the 5,500. We're hoping we can sail over it. We'll talk about that later on this evening. When we get near that goal, we've got a chance of having the best membership drive we've ever had if you stay with us and if you support public television. That would be great, wouldn't it? As more and more people are turning to public television for us to have the best membership year we've ever had and the best drive we've ever had. Here's the numbers, 5,187 as we move towards 5,500. It would be great if we could get around 5,700. We'll talk about that later, as I said. Right now, the business at hand is getting as many of you to get involved. If you're just tuning in to see Rodgers and Hammerstein, it's membership week here at TV 25, and not just any day of the drive, but the very final day of the drive, the last chance that we'll be coming to you asking for support here on TV 25 until next August, our next fiscal year. The chance when we have to come to you, acquire the dollars to buy the programming that sets us off into the new broadcast year after summer comes along, we go into the fall season. So we sure hope that you'll give us your call, you'll pledge your support at 459-2525. You can put it on Visa or MasterCard, you can pledge on installments of $5 a month or $10 a month, or you can just say, I'll make my pledge, send me the information, and I will write a check when I can. And if you want to write it when the pledge form comes, that's fine. If you want to wait a couple weeks, that's all right also. But this is the last chance we'll have to talk to you. This is the final night of the March Drive. And if you're tuning in to see the Rodgers and Hammerstein special, we've got a very special premium for you. As you've known all throughout this membership drive, we've had some special premiums for very special programs. We've got a nice one again tonight. We're going to go back up to Robert Conrad and take a look at the special premium that we have for the Rodgers and Hammerstein program coming up in just a few moments.
What we have here is an album. It's a 2-record set. It's called Enchanted Evenings with Rodgers and Hammerstein. It's a collection of 20 of the personal favorite performances of Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein, who perhaps typify what is the best in American popular music. Originally produced in 1974, this album is the result of a close collaboration between Oscar's son, William Hammerstein, who produced the album, and composer Richard Rodgers, who selected the performances. Now, you'll find popular song versions of Younger Than Springtime, as sung by Mario Lanza, Dinah Shore singing I Whistle a Happy Tune, and Ed Ames singing Edelweiss. From original cast recordings of Broadway shows, we have Ezio Pinza singing What Else But Some Enchanted Evening. That's from South Pacific. Or Yul Brynner singing A Puzzlement from The King and I, and Mary Martin singing A Wonderful Guy. From such stage revivals as Oklahoma, John Raitt singing Oh, What a Beautiful Morning. From motion picture soundtracks, Julie Andrews singing Do Re Mi from The Sound of Music. A song is a number of things, said Richard Rodgers, but I think a song is most often an expression of love. And this album is such an expression. And you can have it for a $60 membership to WVIZ. Call, the number is 459-2525. You can use your MasterCard or Visa. I'm Robert Conrad. We'll be back during the intermission. Right now, let's enjoy Rodgers and Hammerstein, The Sound of American Music.
WVIZ TV 25, Cleveland.
Sound of American Music is made possible in part with funds provided by this television station, which depends largely on viewer contributions. Please join with your support.